And it's Gordo here from Legion TCG. We're back with some in-game content with myself and Tom from the team. So let's check it out. I'm a little bit late off the start here. So you can see here on the right, Tom is playing a Mamemon deck. He's just gone into Pagumon, Toyagu, and then into Nanimon. And I'm over here playing the Gaiomon. And it's a bad start. I've had to throw down the cool boy, thinking I'd get value, but no. So we put that straight back. And I'm about to hard pass. So we're looking for a rough time right here. This is Tom's first time playing the deck, so there are going to be some pauses, and there is one or two misplays in here, but I'll shout it out when we get to it. But he goes up there into the big Mamemon. Now, I'm just going to contemplate whether to swing here, which he goes ahead and does, and it survives. Big Mamemon in a 10k body. And he hardcasts the Digimon. So at the moment it's looking pretty bleak for me. So I just go ahead and hardcast the Gaiomon, which is the inherent blocker. That's the Pagu going into the Toyagu again. Same line. What has Tom got up his sleeve for us in this one? I'm assuming he's looking here for the level 6 or just another level 4 to digivolve up in raising. Ideally the 6 would be good here, just to be able to choke me to 1, and then maybe get an additional body on board. He goes and swings, and hits the 12k there. So that is punished, so Pagu will then reveal the level 6. Oof. Just a lonely Digimon left on board now. Not seeing much plays in Tom's hand outside of this, so it might have to be a hard cast. I think he's got lots of level 5s there and one level 7. Yeah. Okay, so he just throws out the catch Mamemon. It does have an on-play effect as the when digivolving, which allows you to put cards back to the top of your deck and potentially de-digivolve something if you put up to 3 Mamemons or more, 3 or more Mamemons back at the top of your deck. So we go, I'll go back in the back. Gaiomon X-Antibody is to tap, gain a memory, and draw a card. And then the Metal Grade to get rid of the Digimon. So now we're back on track a little bit. We've managed to catch up. We'll go to the Metal Grade X here to get an additional check and 3k buff until the end of your opponent's turn. And then we go 5 for the Gaiomon. I believe here we just go swing straight for security just to get the pressure on because the board isn't that threatening. And I haven't committed to the swing here, but I do it now just for the sake of doing it. And it will reboot for their turn. And I've left them on 4. 3 safe checks there overall, nothing too serious. So I'm in a good position right now. I've now overtook on this security race. And don't forget, if you do enjoy the content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. You know when it goes live for you. And it raises out the Toyagu. And he's reading the Bancho Mamemon. Like I said, this is his first time playing it, so he's having to read a few effects as we go along. Looking at it, it's got the Death X-Mon, but it wouldn't do a lot in this situation because it'd have to pay for 14 just to de-digivolve once. I mean, technically I wouldn't be able to get over it because I've got nothing that's going to have a big enough buff without the Metal Grade X there to assist. But you just go Bancho Mami. Oh, and that's heartbreaking. That's an Iron Fist, Senbon, and Toyagu. With Mamemon, they do get trashed. They don't go back to the deck. And he throws the meme card Infinity Cannon. Ironically, it's not a removal card, but it is very strong, this meta. It's just the only problem with that card, why it's not run, is because there is no deletion attached to it. But being able to strip out 4 sources is pretty beastly. Oh, de-digivolve by 4 sources, not strip. I'm thinking of Howling Crusher. So we go ahead and go the same players again, so we got Gaiomon blocker at the back, and then Gaiomon X-Antibody up front to gain a memory and draw a card again. So now this is where the misplay is here. So he's done one part of the effect, reveal for the Pagu, but he hasn't de-digivolved the Bancho Mamemon. I've completely missed it, he's missed it. At this point here we are having a few drinks, just a small disclaimer. It doesn't change the outcome of this game, ironically, after you see this. So the reveal, and he hits 3 targets. You can play up to 15 play cost of Mamemons. So he opts here, I believe, for the Bancho and the Thundermon, which is also considered as Mamemon at all times. Because Bancho has the obviously built-in effect. If you have another card out with Mamemon, it gets security attack +1. So just allows that a little bit of pressure. Would delete something that's 6 play cost or less, but I have nothing on board for that. Now, I am 11k here. Lucky enough, because he didn't swing with a Bancho, this is why I say didn't change the circumstances at all. Because, I mean, I wouldn't lose that battle because I wouldn't have 11k at that point. Except for the new Bancho he just got out. But there you go, last check was a Nanimon, which means he gets another body out. So you can see the board state is completely changed. But I do have the answer here, and I do Congo to shut him down. This is where he have the option to swing with those two. Technically he should only have one, but it was a minor misplay. It does get the value of 2 checks, but it still dies regardless. He can't quite push out game because Congo is there to say no to the Thundermon and the Nanimon, and I don't think there's a way to get to 8 cost Digimon out and retain turn. I don't think there is any 8 cost Mamemons. Metal Mami might be. Yeah, it is. And he hits the Omni there. I believe Tom does take a moment here just to consider his options and what he can and can't do. Ultimate Flare in hand is not looking the best out here because, ironically, seeing as I've bricked and I've just hard casted at level 4, it's actually played in my favour in this matchup. And I do have one erasing just to kind of close out the game. Yeah, it's not looking good. And the only thing with Mamemon as well at this point in time, there is no blockers for the deck, so you are looking to rush as much as possible. So the Senbon hit and everything like that would have been good as long as I didn't have that Congo. And he throws down the Ultimate Flare to finish up. And there we go, swing for the Gaiomon game. And if you do enjoy this kind of content, please let us know in the comments. This is all new for us here. As you can see, the deck list for anything that's played will show up now for you. So there's the Gaiomon and the Mamemon. But thank you for stopping by at Leading TCG.